The Empty Swing. Here is the story mountain. The introduction leads to a build-up, the problem, which is the crux of the story, a resolution and an ending. The advice is to start at the problem, right at the top of the action or feelings, because that's going to get your reader engaged and they'll want to find out what caused those feelings or action. Here is my 5-point story mountain plan for this story. First of all, the setting is that I grew up with my mother. Number 2, the build-up is her life. She survived the Holocaust and died at 89, 10 months before her 90th birthday, which was on the 2nd of October 2023. The crisis, or the dilemma, is that I'm on a swing in my childhood park and I'm missing her. Number 4 is that I receive a text from my own child. Number 5, the resolution is that he's on his way to join me in the park. Here's the story, starting at the crisis. Point 3, the dilemma. The swing next to me waxes and wanes gently in the light wind, a grey sky grizzling and a threatening wind gusting in the October gloom. The swing veers undecidedly back and forth as the wind takes it and increases the swing as the angry autumnal windy blasts take it. I breathe more quickly than normal, my brow furrowed and my hands tight with tension on the swing chains. I remember when there was someone next to me on that swing, before everyone had a distracting device in their pockets, and she still had life in her legs to climb hills and swing next to me in our local park. I grew up in a semi-detached house with semi-detached parents, semi-detached from friends due to my complete inability to be interested in the things that they enjoyed. But my mum and I shared a lot of things. We both enjoyed being outside in the fresh air, art, museums, and her German apple cake. And hamsters, we both loved the hamsters. But life was a struggle for her, right from the start. My mother was born in Berlin in 1933. Her father was Jewish. Hitler was on the rise there and elsewhere in Europe. In 1938, at the age of 5, she witnessed the Kristallnacht in Berlin, in which Jewish homes and businesses were burnt, the residents chased away or killed, and the Jewish community terrorised. Her life's work was to settle peacefully in a peaceful place, marry a gentleman, and have girls. All these she did. Somehow she survived the horrors of World War II in Europe, and never spoke about the darkest times with us. She died at 89, 10 months before her 90th birthday, which was on Monday the 2nd of October this week. My mind returns to the present time, the park, the wind and the empty swing. In the distance I see other people and their babies trying to balance on a fallen log in the wind, laughing like kookaburras and waving their arms as the wind buffets them. Some parents look at their device while their children play. One little boy in a red coat shouts, "Look, Daddy, I did it!" I want to tell them, look at your children. One day they will be adults and you will be gone. Make memories. Then a buzzing disturbs me from my thoughts and I reach into my pocket. It's my son. It's an update on his first day at uni. He's on his way and asked me if the swing next to me is free. The techniques I've used in this first paragraph include alliteration, personification, and she as a narrative hook. Can you find them? The technique on this page is repetition. The technique on this page is emotive language. The techniques on this page include a list, a simile, and emotive language. The technique on this page is a structural technique. I have returned back to where I started, the empty swing that's next to me.